Good morning. It is May 16, 2021. 16 day is a very powerful day. It is represented by the Tower card. It's represented by lightning hitting the tower. It is an example of new revelations. I chose today to come back and start the videos again because I feel we've just moved in a planetary way in a very, very positive direction in the last few days because Jupiter has gone into Pisces. I am an evolutionary astrologer. My name is Eliza de Vries. I work as a medium, a healer, an intuitive, and as I said earlier, an evolutionary astrologer, which means when I look at your astrology chart, I'm looking at where the hidden spiritual and mental and emotional potentials and physical lie within the realm of your chart, within all the geometrical configurations of your chart. And what happens when the largest planet in the zodiac outside of the sun changes signs? Well, it has a profound effect on us. Jupiter is the ruler of the higher mind, of religion, of dogma, of optimism, of joy and laughter and celebratory expansiveness. It's a big, jolly God that brings wherever it is in your chart a blessing to that part of your chart. Jupiter, having gone into the sign of one of its planetary rulers, Pisces, is in a very positive, expansive position to really help you in your chart, in that specific area of your life where Jupiter has moved in your chart. Wherever Pisces is on the cusp of your chart is where you will most feel the benefit of Jupiter. The other thing that you will feel is how it is working in relationship to your natal Jupiter and to the other planets in your chart. Those that have Jupiter in a water sign or an earth sign are receiving a boost right now. Jupiter is in Pisces, is bringing out the highest expression of aspiration and spirituality, having moved into the esoteric sign of Pisces. Pisces is two fish, one going one way, one going the other, which means with Jupiter and Pisces, you can be inclined more toward a negative expression or a positive expression. So if you have Pisces in your chart, like a moon in Pisces, Mercury, Sun, Venus, Jupiter, return, Saturn, Jupiter, wherever it's going to touch the Pisces in your chart, it's going to expand and bring you opportunity, new experience of love, new experience of divine love. So those with Jupiter in their charts in water or earth will be especially blessed right now because they will have it in a beautifully harmonious relationship to your natal Jupiter. I used to have a friend, Clyde Montgomery, that was an incredible astrologer. And we used to have a lot of long 3 and 4 hour talks on astrology at night on the telephone. And when we got to Jupiter, we both started laughing because we realized Jupiter, it's where we brag about ourselves. So Jupiter, it's where we are a little bit inclined to be prideful of some aspect of our being. But it is also the gift from God in our chart. It is the beautiful, highest expression of you. my daughter had Jupiter in Leo. So she was especially good in acting, dramatic expression of self, working with children, love affairs. She was like constantly had the it factor. I found a lot of people with Jupiter in Leo, they have that mesmerizing charisma that draws people unto them. So she expanded and enlarged the feeling of others to feel good about themselves. That's what I find with Jupiter in Leo. Jupiter in Pisces, you may be more inclined now to go into not just an esoteric study or a higher-minded study of philosophers or of mysticism or of aspects of life where you are in profound service to humanity. So you may be drawn now to really do something at a humanitarian level. We've just had Jupiter go through Aquarius, which is a lot about world causes and the electrical Uranian energy of great thought. So people have been really profoundly affected by the internet. And if you look at what we've gone through in the last few years, especially in the last year, Jupiter having gone into Aquarius has created a profound and overriding exaggeration of what you read on the internet. Uranus and Aquarius having ruled the internet. But now Jupiter's moved into Pisces. It's very lucky for us. It's very benevolent. It's softer. It's a mutable water sign. It's going to bring to you a sense of purpose. I would say most people, having had this year with the pandemic behind the doors and back in their homes and more in an introspective way, have been really examining the purpose of their own life. And Jupiter going into Pisces is going to help you find that purpose. It's a really great time to take up meditation, yoga, spiritual studies. It's a gentle place for Jupiter to reside, and it's a very compassionate, merciful place for Jupiter. And Jupiter being the ruler of spirituality, to have it go into Pisces, it's drawing people more, not so much to a dogmatic belief system as to a merciful, compassionate, kinder belief system or expression of their own being toward others. So Jupiter today is at 0 degrees Pisces, and it is in a happy configuration with the moon today and with Mars having been moved into Cancer and the moon being in Cancer today. So I'm going to draw a couple of cards of how I feel Jupiter is going to affect us on a worldly level. And I'm going to use these wonderful cards. They're called the Good. And they're beautiful, artistic, creative cards. And so most of the meanings of these cards are positive because I feel Jupiter in Pisces is a very positive expression of Jupiter. Therefore, I wanted to use positive cards today. So on a worldly level, I'd like to ask my guides and the beings from the highest light, what would the divine expression of Jupiter be for our planet this year? What is it that we are going to aspire towards? Well, it's very interesting because Pisces also rules magic. So this is the card I got, the Magician. So this is the card of the one who is delving into all the magical, mystical practices of life and bringing out a transformation of the self. It's green, it's healing, he's wise. Jupiter is, ruling the house of wisdom. It's positive. He's surrounded by energetic patterns. He's filled with life. It's the very first number one major arcana. So it's going to have a profound effect on us. Expect magical changes within not only yourself, but people that you know. Magical opportunities presenting themselves. It's going to be a very different year that we're entering, and I feel that Jupiter in Pisces is setting a tone that will lead us into Jupiter in Aries next year, which will be like all new beginnings next year with the Aries. Jupiter in Pisces, Pisces being the 12th sign of the 12 signs. It is very sensitive, compassionate expression of us taking our spiritual capabilities, and instead of being judgmental of others, trying to be more forgiving, more understanding, more filled with love. What would the second aspect, so what I would say on a worldly basis, this is going to bring more of a sense of unity throughout the world, even though we're seeing horrific fighting today in the Middle East. I feel there is going to be more peace coming to the earth, more of an understanding that war is not the route to go. People seeking out more compassionate understanding of other races, other cultures, other religions. The second effect of Jupiter in Pisces. Well, the card I got is called the Page of Fire. So this is communication, and it's inspired communication. The Page of Fire is inspired communication with others. So we're going to feel to communicate more with others with inspiration, with hope, with positivity, and we're already seeing that with our new president, a sense of optimism. He has a Sagittarius rising, so he's already got that Jupiterian overlay to his Scorpio chart. So there's an optimism. He's bringing hope, optimism, spirituality, and more compassion wherever he goes, wherever he walks and talks. And this is affecting all of us as a race, because America is now moving back into a more positive expression in the world. So that's the second meaning that I'm getting out of the Jupiter. On a worldwide basis, America will be expressing to other countries, we're with you, let's solve this, let's get together, let's try to find another way besides war. He's already coming out of the Middle East, and he's already there trying to listen to both sides. So there's a sense of that unity, getting back into the climate change, understanding we're all in this together. That is a very Jupiter in Pisces thing to do, to look to our world and a way of saving it at a climate level. And the third message of Jupiter going into Pisces. The Six of Water and the Six of Fire came out, two together. Now Jupiter is Sagittarius, so it's a fire, and the Six of Wands, which is Six of Fire, is victory. So it's a very, very positive effect this Jupiter in Pisces is going to have on our world. And the Six of Water is like the Six of Cups. It's coming back to who we really are. And if you look at her, she's got a heart right at her waist. And she is looking, she's free. She's opened up her body to the world. Her heart is leading the way. These are two magnificent cards to get together. So this feeling of hope and optimism, you're not being a fool if you're going into that space now. If you're feeling, all of a sudden I feel more hopeful. I feel more positive. I feel less besieged by worry, even though I've got all these similar circumstances around me. I feel a blessing coming into my life. So I guess I would say out of it all that the greatest thing is look for the blessings in your life right now. Look for the opportunities to express compassion and kindness and help toward others that need help. Really let your heart open and spill over with this beautiful capability to love. This is an exquisite card. It is just so aware. And, you know, being water, and this is a water sign, Pisces, here she is in the water just expressing all the love and joy of her being to others. And let's choose one final card as our card for Jupiter in Pisces. So this is the card of the Hanged Man, number 12, which is the 12th. Pisces is the 12th sign in the zodiac. So in some way, this is saying, this is the man who's going inward. If you look at his face, even though he's upside down, he's in a joyous, happy state of being. And he's going inward. He's looking within. So I feel the final message of this is get more balance in your life. Take your aspiration, your inspiration, your capacity to reach for the divine and go inward. Make time every day. Create a beautiful altar in your house to your aspirations for this year coming up. We are into a new time, a new period, and I can just feel the joy and the expansiveness of the opportunities that are going to be out there for all of us. I'd like to end there. I will be back on now doing my videos regularly, and I hope you have a beautiful weekend. And I just wanted to show you my wild garage sale earrings I got yesterday for a couple of dollars as my Jupiter in Pisces expression today, to be a little exaggerated even with the earrings. And if you would like a personal reading to see where this Jupiter is in your chart or how it's relating to the Jupiter in your own natal chart, please contact me at angelicmercy44@gmail.com, and I will be happy to give you a reading, set up a mystical reading, or connect also, because Jupiter is the Pisces is about piercing the veil and speaking to the other side. This is a great opportunity for me in my work to really connect with the beings from the other side that have passed already, and what are their messages for you in your life. Thank you. God be with you. And it's nice to be back here with all of you. Thank you for staying with me through the video, and good luck. This is the planet of luck. Thank you.